What is money? Money is effective demand. It's whatever someone will accept in return for the supply of goods and services, in the belief that they can use that themselves to purchase what they require. Who controls the British economy? When you ask that question, most people will say, oh, the Bank of England or the government, but that isn't so. It is the commercial banks who control the British economy. And we need to understand how the banking system works. Now, only less than 3% of the money in circulation is actually cash. The remaining 97% is debt created by the banks. If you can imagine the economy being like a glass of water, with the level of the water in the glass being the level of money that's in circulation, then you can see how the changes within the economy come about. Because with more debt pouring into the top of the glass, the level of the water rises. But at the bottom of the glass, you have water draining away, which is interest payments and loan repayments. So you have water coming out at the bottom, lowering the level, and the level is maintained by ever-increasing debt. Because the one major problem you have with debt is that you have spending power today, but you've mortgaged spending power in years to come because of the payment of interest and the repayment of the debts. So the more debt that there is, the more debt there has to be to maintain the level of the money supply within the economy, until eventually the level of the water in the glass overflows, the level of debt in the economy reaches a level that can no longer be sustained, with the result that people then are defaulting on their loans. The banks cut back on their lending, and the level of the water in the glass falls. And as it falls, so you go into a recession. And the lower the water falls, the deeper the recession. An economy that's built on debt can't be sustained, falls back into recession, period of recovery, and then the whole cycle starts again. The situation has been reached where the level of debt is higher than the amount of money available to repay it. So debt can never ever be repaid. That applies not only to Britain, but it applies also to the whole of the world. So it's a situation that can only worsen because each year you have added interest, increasing the amount of debt, because the only way the interest is paid is by debt. Now, if you have any money in your bank account, that money is owed by somebody else. So a simple illustration of that would be that if you have a business that takes a loan, uses that loan to pay its employees' wages at the end of the month, then they only have their wages because the employer is now in debt. And as this debt circulates, so some people acquire it and others just get deeper into debt. Looked at even closer, it means that all the taxes that we pay to the government is debt funded. So it's a situation that can only worsen over time.